Episode 88. Welcome. 89.
89,
Yeah.
yes.
Now we have sound.
Now we have sound. Thank you, everybody, for commenting and letting us know. My comment's not here for some reason. My comment's not here for some reason. I couldn't see that.
Okay.
There's always an issue. Always an issue. But we're here. We're back. Live from Lake Havasu City, Arizona. Episode 89. Let's do this.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Episode 89. Let's do it.
This is the mantra for the weekend. It was a crazy weekend so far. Crazy night last night. We had a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun today. So
it's been a bit of a reunion with everybody.
Yeah, we had a little party here last night. It was unintentional, but in our Airbnb studio.
Yeah, you got whacked last night. Austin, guys, Austin was under the table drunk. He was sipping the whiskey. It was crazy.
People are going to think that I'm an alcoholic now.
No, I'm just kidding. Oh, our special guest says you are. We're very stoked to have our guest on. Thank you for bearing with us. And he said skip this spiel. Hey, Tim Daw. Okay, he's probably right. I should skip it. Look, I'll do it quick. Please follow us on all of our social media platforms. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. We have iTunes. We also have a Patreon. You can get Patreon for as little as $1 a month. And we have all this little special stuff that we're doing out. So you could be part of our Patreon community. Like Austin said, when you couldn't hear him, Walt Austin's, we did something last night with him where we watched his sections from the past and we went through it. So that's up on our Patreon right now.
Yep. Check that out. So if you're a Patreon member, check that out. If not, be a part of our Patreon. Link in the description below. I want to give a shout out to our patrons now that you guys could probably hear us. New patrons this week. Thank you guys so much for your support. We have Jackie J, Liam Green, Craig Modis, Bear Alexander, Mark Acosta Blades, Marty Groke, Liam Graham, Blade is on it, Dave Benke, Eric Vanenhengel, Raj Mander, and Phil Manis. Thank you all so much for your support.
Guys, how good is he getting at the names? Can we?
You don't know if I'm saying them right or not.
Can we give it? Can we?
You don't know if I'm saying it right though, so only they can let me know.
I think the effort just shows, and I like that.
Thank you. I try to do a little practice beforehand.
It's good.
It's part of what we do, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
With all these Staten Island people, you gotta say, hey, what are you gonna do?
It's been a very Staten Island house this weekend.
It's a very Staten Island house.
I know. I see you're loving it. We got all the Staten Islanders in this house too. You feel back at home.
I feel very back at home.
Talking about all the good stuff back in New York.
It feels good.
Yeah.
The accent comes out when I'm back with the guys.
Good.
Yeah. When I'm not, I'm like, I feel like I gotta be on cue, like in California, like, oh, hey, how's it?
All proper and everything.
When I'm with the guys, I'm like, yo, how you doing?
It's just loose. It's loose with us. That's how the East Coast does. That's how we do.
The only thing we're missing is that pizza from back home.
Yeah, I know. Sorry
it's
to
okay.
our guests that we can't have the pizza.
It's okay.
The full experience. We don't want to give you Havasu pizza. That's going to be bad news.
We don't want to hurt him like that.
It's pretty much like dough with dust on it.
Yeah.
Shout
out Lake Havasu.
Shout out Lake Havasu. Shout out also to our sponsor this week, Blank by Rollerblade. Blank has a lot of cool things coming out in 2021, so everybody check them out. There's a link in the description to follow them on Instagram for updates as they come out throughout the year. Check out this cool little ad from Blank by Rollerblade. Thanks again to Blink by Rollerblade for sponsoring this episode. Everyone check them out. Follow them on Instagram. Link is in the description below. Are we ready for our guest now?
I think we're ready.
I'm ready.
I'm very ready. You guys can hear us, right?
Yeah, they said it's good now.
Okay, we're good. Please welcome everyone.
Chad Hornish.
Yeah. All right. How you doing, Will?
I'm good. How are you?
It's good.
What up?
Can I bring this up here?
Yeah.
Do I have to face it away from the camera so they don't see the logo?
How old are you?
29.
It's legal.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I don't know about YouTube's rules with showing labels. I mean, there's no labels on this.
I did that just because.
They might demonetize us. I don't know.
Big time bucks you're missing out on.
I don't think so. There's got to be beer YouTube channels and shit.
Yeah.
Where they show beer.
Maybe they might. Right? They might remonetize us.
No, it's a weird thing. There's like rules behind all of it. You can't.
Are you a YouTube guru?
I'm learning. Yeah, I'm about to be a YouTuber.
Oh, are you? We had a YouTuber on last night. Well, Dustin, what's going on with your YouTube channel?
Well, I haven't started yet. I'm just working out the production.
Are you serious though?
No.
Trying to see what you had on deck.
Hey man, that's ambitious, to want to be a YouTuber.
It's too corny.
Yeah.
Are you calling us corny?
No, you guys
calling
are
us corny?
You guys are podcasters, but
Yeah,
I mean,
different.
like, the whole YouTube thing is just like, like, follow, subscribe.
Damn,
like,
he's hating on your
bro,
shit right
it's
now.
not you. I'm just saying, like, being a YouTuber. You guys aren't YouTubers. You're podcasters. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying.
I know what you're saying.
Okay.
Well,
Just
welcome
come right
to the
on
show,
and
man.
diss us.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah.
I'm stoked.
It's good to have you on. We normally see you in the chat, in the live chat. You're a pretty heavy supporter of the show.
Well, I'm just here to let everyone know, if you donate $1 every episode, you may have a chance of coming on this podcast too.
That's it.
Oh yeah, who's gonna super chat?
You know what?
now?
Should I donate now to my own?
I think throughout the show you might have to. Maybe
Just my
not. Maybe
99
not right
cent ones
now.
over and
But
over
yeah,
again?
No, I think you could let it go for this one.
Okay.
someone's got to kick it off. And it's always
Well,
Chad.
See, that's what I try to do. That's why I do the tips. Is like, well, if people see something coming in, they're like, oh, I might as well throw something too.
Mhm.
It's easy. It's on your phone. It's like a double tap, and all of a sudden you've paid you guys.
That's it. And then we give half of our super chats to our guests.
Oh, maybe you can make your money back all the times that you super chatted us in the first place to do
Yeah,
that.
I don't think I'll ever get all that money back. Too much.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Uh-huh.
If you started your own YouTube channel, you could just write it off.
We'll see about all that.
Chad,
Billy.
let's talk about some skating. What do you think? You want to talk about some skating?
What do
Yeah.
you think?
I'm down. I
Okay.
mean, that's all we do, right?
That's what we do here on the show.
Yeah.
Talk about some skating.
Let's do it.
So, you're a guy from Arizona. Dustin Latimer's home state. You had a lot of influential people from here, JB. But what is your origin story? Where did the boots meet the asphalt? Is that how you say it?
Sure.
Well, let's see. I just I think the first time I saw skating was like on the X Games, like on television.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I had seen a skate park going to my mom's work. And I was like, I had rollerblades at that time already. I was like, oh, I want to do what I was seeing on TV. So I would just
What
have
kind of blades? Are we talking about like some hockey
rec
blades?
skates, rec skates, yeah. So I go to the skate park, this first skate park, and it was actually like a really famous indoor park that Latimer was at all the time. It's called the
Well,
Zone.
yeah,
The
what
Zone,
is that
the
one?
Zone.
That's the one that's like in Elements 1.
That box in the middle with just quarter
It's
pipes
a
around
huge
it.
box in
He
the
did
middle,
the,
and
he did the big 180.
over to like off the back of the ramp to the spine.
Yes.
And there's a quarter pipe that goes all the way up to the wall. You know, that's like where I grew up skating.
So that's Phoenix?
So that is Phoenix, but now it's an appliance store. But so
That's
anyways,
really sad because that's a pretty epic place.
I know, but I got to go there like every day for years.
So this is like, I don't know, like when I think about you, because you're, under 30 and like a lot of skaters that we know are like over 30, I think of you as a newer guy, but how long have you been skating? When was this? It seems like a while ago if it was that
It
time.
was probably like 1998.
So you were super young.
Yeah, super young.
So you've been skating
I've been skating a long time, but like
23, 24, 25 years.
Yeah, 22 years probably. Like forever. But I've definitely taken breaks in between because you can't just go all out forever.
Yeah, I remember you disappeared for a while. A little bit off the scene.
It's necessary.
I do want to get into that. But first, let's continue.
With the skating, I guess.
You went to the appliance store.
I went to the appliance skate park.
Yeah.
And actually, the first time I went there, my wheels were too slippery for it. And there's like a pretty good chance that Seth Miner, you know Seth?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He might have been the one that like put my first aggressive wheels like in my like rec skates because he worked at that skate park. And then after that, I just was hooked. And then not long after that, I got like a pair of aggressive skates. And
So he put some like mini wheels and some rec skates?
some like whatever street wheels were
Mhm.
at the time,
Mhm.
and rigged it up to work. And I was able to actually skate because I was slipping around all over the ground.
They were probably like plastic wheels.
Yeah,
or something like
exactly.
that. All
Just
the
like-
rec blades back then had plastic wheels. I remember
Yeah.
mine were like that too.
Cheap skates, but then I finally got a pair of like legit skates, like some Solomons, and it was like, yeah. But I was a park rat forever. But that's where it started, like just seeing it on the X Games, and then or maybe the Gravity Games or something on TV, an ASA rerun. I don't know, but then I just realized I had skates, wanted to do it, and then it just happened.
But you're saying you were a park rat, so like
I'm still a park rat.
Still a park rat.
but you started at the park.
Started at the park. I'll end at the park too.
End at the park.
Yeah.
You love the park.
Skate parks are the best.
Well, I mean, bro, you're from Arizona,
Yeah,
like the home of like the best concrete.
See, that's how it
we
is.
prayed for those back home, and we didn't.
Still do.
Like you're saying, in New York, they're not allowed to have quarter pipes over your waist high or something.
Yeah,
right.
But unless if they do, then they need someone there to.
Well, there's only pretty much one park,
Yeah.
and they haven't built one afterwards that had that. So
That Bocce Pope one is like the biggest ramps you said, right?
there's one
the brick one.
No, that's not even like that. Doesn't even have big ramps. What's the biggest ramp there?
The one that I jump off of, just that brick.
Yeah,
quarter pipe.
that's like the biggest
tallest
size.
quarter
Yeah,
pipe,
that's
right?
like the
Yeah.
biggest size. But there's one Chelsea Pier is the only park with real ramps.
Yeah.
That was my only time ever being there. So
Yeah. So, well, how was your time in New York? That was your first time. You won the BPSO, right?
Dude,
did do
that.
this guy
I
came to
did
New York
do
and
that.
won the BPSO.
I
Off the
did do
bat.
it,
So
yeah.
how was your time in New York? How was the contest and everything?
It was tight, man. I mean, I wasn't expecting to win, even though I called it. Like,
Even though I called it.
I mean, you're up against like Monterey and stuff
Yeah.
like that, you know. But like,
That's pretty. Actually, that's honestly to call like a win against when Montrey's in any contest is pretty rough, especially the BPSO.
Yeah.
He's like known to shine at that place.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing with like Powwow too, because Powwow was the same way.
Well, Powwow, I didn't even place.
You didn't place.
No.
But you still killed it in
Can
Powwow.
we talk about that for a second?
Yeah, it's crazy.
We're jumping around, but yeah, let's go.
No.
That was crazy.
Wow. This guy ripped the best trick. I thought he should have won it. He killed the bowl. He should have at least got top 3.
Oh yeah, the bowl.
There were 3
How about the bowl?
different events that he skated in the powwow, and it almost became like a joke when he stopped like not getting top 3.
Yeah.
It
That's
was it was
insane.
ridiculous. Like on the bowl, he was doing like ollie negative
Yeah, like
Makios
Makio on the
deep
big
ends
big side.
of the
Yeah, I
bowl.
remember that. I remember that.
Zero spin.
Yeah. No, but it's true, man.
No,
Like,
yeah.
that
I mean,
was-
it's a typical thing. Like I think I've had like I think I've been shafted in contests a lot, but at the same time, it's like I've won some now. So I'm like,
I think you said something about like that because you're not going to place because you don't flip or something like that back at that day.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, because it's no offense, that guy absolutely kills it, the flip guy, but it's like as impressive as my bank up to negative grinds were on that thing. It's not a Misty Flip 900. It's like it's crowd pleasing for people that know, but it's not gonna get like the reaction that a Misty Flip 900 is gonna get.
Yeah.
Would you ever do a Misty Flip
Yeah.
900?
Not 900 Misty Flip. No,
I don't even know how to
up
do a
the
Misty
game.
Flip 900.
Yeah, I don't even know what that looks like.
I wouldn't.
That's how he won that $1,000.
Who?
Eric Michael.
Oh yeah, that part. Yeah. Was that a Misty 900?
Misty 9, right? The corkscrew.
I
thing?
guess. I think I asked him about them, and he didn't have a name for it. Like he
Wow.
didn't know what he would call it.
So let's
Yeah.
just call it what it is.
But
It's a flip.
But you did get shafted on that, and you're saying you have like a history of getting shafted at contests.
It's probably mostly mental, in my head. But thinking.
You think you do really good?
Yeah, because I get really excited for the contest from like the moment they like get announced. Like I obsess over them, and then I want to win them, and then I get there, I don't even make the finals or something, and I just like, well, it's the judge's fault. It's not me.
It's the judge's fault.
It's not me, but yeah. So there's been times like I've felt wrongly judged, but I mean.
Okay, so let's full circle that back to winning the BPSO.
Okay.
So you go to New York. Have you been before?
No, first time.
This was your first time in New York.
Yep.
So what was the energy like for you when you went to New York?
Well, it was pretty cool because I was there with Erod.
Okay.
And he's like homie.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's like
knows everybody.
I wasn't out there just like.
He's like an honorary side, like New York loves Erod.
Yeah.
So he gets a lot of love in the city.
And I
Shout
was
out Erod.
Yep, shout out Erod and Ryan, man.
Yep. Poots.
Yeah. So I stay with him. I mean, good vibes,
Yeah.
That I didn't know what to expect, man. I just went out there to skate like on a whim, pretty much, and that was like mid-COVID still. You know what I mean? Like I wasn't even sure I was gonna go, and I think that's a reason why I did okay there is because a lot of people didn't show up because of COVID. You know what I'm saying?
It really is that what you think?
I think it helped.
Well, you did good anyway, just because you did good.
Well, thank
Fish
you.
Prank stall you would have done no matter what.
Maybe, yeah. Though you know that when I did the box to the rail,
Mm-hmm.
that was just improvised. I had no plans on doing that at all.
Mm-hmm.
But it was tight, dude. Yeah, like
Some people were Like Tim Franken was ripping that.
Yeah.
Tim is the man.
I was watching that stuff live,
Mhm.
and yeah, that was
Tim killed it. You weren't there.
No, it's the one. It's the only year I missed
Yeah.
this year.
We missed you.
Yeah, I'm so sorry. I feel guilty. Anytime I miss anything in New York, I feel like a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm curious what you think like the vibes were for that contest compared to other contests you've been to. Because I know specifically that contest, the BPSO, is a completely different vibe than most other contests people have gone to. So I'm curious what you thought about that coming from nice, beautiful, peaceful, smiley Arizona.
It was a bit of a shit show. Man. It was like, I mean, it was awesome. Don't get me wrong, but like there was multiple times where you remember the end before the finals.
Yeah.
Bashi was just like. He was going up to every rider. He's like, right now is the time. This is it. Right now. Finals. You're in it. This is it. You're going to do it. This is it. You got the last hit. Just you guys. You're going to do it. This is it.
Yeah.
This is it.
Pep talk for everybody.
He did that 10 times.
Yeah.
He's trying to hype you guys all up. He's trying to hype
And
you guys all
Bashi's
up.
scary.
Oh, he's terrifying. He's terrifying.
Yeah.
So you gotta just take it, you know. But it was interesting for sure. It wasn't like any other contest I've ever been to for sure.
Yeah.
But it was tight.
I remember you told me that too. Like you were like before the final started, like I never got a pep talk like that before skating the finals.
It was multiple times, and
yeah, that might be like the third time too. Not even
all
like,
around. It was an experience. Even after like I won and like I gave like an impromptu speech, kind of, you know, just like out of the blue, just like not really.
Did
just
someone
like,
ask you to speak, or?
Yeah, they just handed me a bunch of
Talk more into
money.
the microphone.
They just hand me a bunch of money,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden I'm just like standing in front of everybody. I feel a little obligated to say something, and
Yeah.
I just like don't even know the words that are coming out of my mouth as
Yeah.
I'm saying them. I was like,
Just keep ripping,
I was
guys.
like, just do what you love. Just keep. And it's like the most embarrassing in the world. It's like I posted the video, but I like cut out that last part. And
Yeah.
JP Butter edited that thing. You shouldn't
Yeah.
have put that in. I shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, we
but
got to link the Butter TV edit on here because
yeah, if you want to see me
that's the best.
struggle, go watch the end of that edit in my little speech because it's. I was trying to like do like the Keaton thing, like do what you love and do it now, you know, and I just dropped the ball.
You just completely botched
I
it?
didn't even know the words that were coming out of my mouth, like no idea.
mm-hmm.
And
You're on the
just-
spot. You don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, it was a little scary, you know.
Mm-hmm. You're in New York, you know.
I'm in New York.
It's an
There's, like,
intimidating scene.
A lot of people I don't know.
Yeah.
But it was cool. I had like surprisingly some like fans there, which is always surprising when anyone knows who you are anywhere you go. But
Yeah.
I was welcomed in there, which was nice, and I would definitely go back. Like if they do it again next year, I'm going.
So what do you mean like you called it though?
Well, do you know?
Like you knew you were going head to head with at least Montre.
Yeah, I mean, I just like made like a bet with Eric or Erod and was like, and Bashi the night before. I was like, I'm gonna win tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
It's
I'm
not
not just
good.
even being a dick. Like, I could say that and not have won, and I would still tell the story. But like, I was probably just like talking out of my ass. Not like I knew I was gonna win. Obviously, I could have broke my ankle on the first thing. It was raining the first half of that contest.
Oh yeah,
Remember,
that's
we
right.
had
It
to go
rained the
under
whole first half of the
bridge.
day. That's right.
So-
Forgot about that.
I didn't really know I was gonna win, but
Oh, that's right. I did see that.
It
You guys
rained
had
that
to
day.
skate like the
stupid box.
Yeah, the
thing.
where
Backs
those
apart.
people live.
Yeah, where people live.
Yeah,
Pretty
where
much,
like
yeah.
everyone lives.
Yeah, this is like
Yeah.
New York, so there's a lot of like homeless people and stuff there. Like
Specifically that area,
Yeah.
like because it's like the end of the bridge. Like,
Yeah,
It was nice though. At least there was like that option, because otherwise we would have been like.
I mean, it's nice
Yeah,
if
sure.
if it's cleaned up, it's actually nice.
Yeah.
It's not too big.
And I was gonna say, I was curious because when you win in New York, like contests like that, I know it happened with me in the past, might happen with you. Like when you win contests in New York, they give you cash. The New Yorkers, the way they are, they're like, "Yo, let me hold $1 real quick. Let me hold like $5 real quick." Was people doing that to
Yeah.
No, I feel like I gave someone some money though for something.
you?
I
It
don't
happens,
remember.
man.
Yeah.
That's how it is in New York. You gotta
Yeah.
pocket that shit and just run. Once
Yeah.
people know you have money, that's it. They come after you.
Yeah, I got.
In fact,
You're right. I know
Was
it's
it
happened to me in New York.
$1,000 or something. Everyone just looking at you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I tried to get out of there as fast as I could after. that. No,
That's
I
how
think
it is,
about it. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
some true
Yeah,
to.
we had to go. Time to go. I think we were talking about going to Peter Luger's, which was like some
No,
crazy.
did you go?
No, but we were going to, and that was part of the bet because me and E are like joking. We're like, Peter Luger's. years. Like, after
Which
I
is
had
right
him
by
on.
Poot's house.
It's
like,
at downstairs from
That would have been a nice celebration right there.
Yeah. We never did it. We Uber ate. Yeah.
It's a lot cheaper though. They would have made you pay the whole bill.
That's messed up.
That's okay.
That's okay.
I would have been okay with that. I was still going off of the high, you know.
So who handed you the money?
I think it was Bashi.
Bashi?
Or I think so. Yeah.
So all those pep talks paid off, ultimately.
Yes, they did, but I wasn't the only one that got those pep talks. Everyone got those pep talks. So it didn't pay off for everyone, but for me it did, yeah.
But he's trying to juice up like the finals. And
He definitely
stoked.
he juiced it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like to run an event during like the COVID times. Like that's pretty, it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
What are you laughing about?
It is rough.
Yeah.
It is rough. I can imagine. I wouldn't put on an event.
Big shout out Bashi.
Yeah, huge shout out Bashi.
Yeah.
And be sick if you come back to New York for this summer. If
I'm coming.
Comes back again. Coming. You're
Yeah.
winning again? Predict it now. You gonna win again?
I'm gonna win the next Bashi Pope skate contest.
Was it intimidating skating against Montre? Was he in your heat at all?
Yeah, you know how he is. He's an animal.
He's
Yeah.
an absolute. He
He's a
doesn't miss
showman.
tricks.
He's a performer.
He
does better under pressure.
Yeah, he does.
And it's weird. Like, I skated with him in LA like a few months ago. I'd skate like once a week, once, twice a week. He was skating all day, every day, like hammers, like getting like 10 clips a day. And at like the end of the night on like the third day ends up still getting his best trick of the whole skate trip. And it's like, I couldn't even move at that point.
Yeah.
Like, he's just like,
superhuman.
he's such good like shape. Like, you can just tell that he's just built different.
That's
So-
on that trip.
No, that was like more recently, but
Where'd you guys go?
we were just in LA
LA.
or Long Beach. Yeah.
Right in your hood.
Didn't hit me up.
When it was like, there was I'm sure we hit you up or we talked. Something happened.
You were busy brunching.
We got lost in the mix, whatever. I
It's
don't
all
know.
right. Blader gang, it's cool.
You were
It's
busy
all right.
brunching. That's what
It was
Use
some
that
Blader
excuse.
gang stuff.
Yeah. No, that's cool though. That's dope. I love everything that like Erod does and like
Dude,
yeah.
yeah.
he has such like an eclectic group of like, and I really dig that you're like in there and a part of that.
Me too, man. It's pretty dope. Like, especially like looking at the people that are like affiliated with it.
Yeah.
It's like pretty tight.
Mhm.
He's coming out with a new video too, like soon, and it's like,
Is that what you guys were filming for?
yeah,
Uh-oh.
Is he doing some with old Farm Dog too?
it's got everybody.
It's like it's got all the whole gang.
It's got everybody.
The whole gang.
I need clips in there.
The whole
You
gang.
got to get some clips.
I gotta get some clips.
I
in
know
there.
you're doing your VG or whatever. Just come on, no VG. Let's go BG.
Let's go BG.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Okay. Well, let's shout out VG,
Well,
Yeah.
VG's the shit.
but also BG.
I mean, just for the context of this,
Is there enough space for VG and BG?
What about VGBG?
there's enough space. I
Okay.
guess there's enough space for everything.
Okay.
But you need to get some clips in this video because it's wrapping up, and it's gonna be like the video of the year or last 10 years.
You know what? Goddamn, Erod. You can call me Erod. He doesn't call me. This guy. All right. Gotta get some clips.
Everyone's busy, especially him.
Yeah. I love that. Like, do you work with like because Chino's in there too? So like, do you ever mess with like the ghetto community guys at all?
I mean, I support what they're doing, but I don't know anything about what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Just Chino's a part of it, and that's cool.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Chino's dope.
Yeah,
like
Chino's the man. You know, and I'm
He
just
skates like
sitting
a little
there-
kid.
Yeah, it's dope, and he's not. He's like huge.
Yeah, he's a
yoked.
strong
Yeah,
big guy.
dude. But yeah, he's got a lot of energy, and it's pretty cool to skate with him. I think he's gonna be doing some pretty big things in the next few years.
Totally.
Yeah.
I back that guy a lot.
Me
I love,
too.
like as a native New Yorker, I back that whole scene, ghetto community, and Chino is like it's nice to see guys like coming up that are fresh faces that are just ripping.
Yeah, they bring a lot of energy. I think
Yeah.
just the whole skate scene, New York skate scene. We need that again, and they definitely do that. So hell
Well,
yeah.
I mean, like Chino is how old? How
I
old
don't
is
know how
Chino?
old Chino is.
25 or something like that.
To me, anyone who's like in their 20s is just in their 20s.
That's what
Yeah,
I mean. Like,
yeah,
just
20s.
like he's in his 20s.
there's
Like,
no young kids, at least in the States. Like, what is there, like 10
There's a lot here.
kids?
There's
Oh,
a
you
lot
haven't-
on this trip.
There's a lot on this trip.
Yeah, on this trip
Okay.
I saw a lot of.
So
like,
that's
There's at least 5 kids that are like in lower teens or younger. There's a lot
yeah,
of
I
like
saw a couple 10-year-olds.
yeah. There's a lot of like
that
really
kid
really
that jumped
young
that
kids.
set, that little Jose.
Yeah,
kid,
Jose.
13. Yep.
He's I mean, he's got it going on.
Yeah,
I
he-
haven't seen any of the other kids, but I mean, it doesn't take me saying it. Like, you guys know, like, just because there's 10 kids on skates here, there's not like kids on rollerblades right now.
Mhm.
It's not like a thing. So it's like anyone who's doing anything is like over 25. And like in any other sport, like Olympics and stuff, like you're like almost retired at that age.
Yeah.
It's weird.
I know they need more.
Well, it also depends because I thought about that for a while, like, like that, at that traditionally like 25, 30, like it should be over. But a lot of like I'm a big, excuse my voice. I'm a big boxing fan and like MMA, and like a lot of those guys peak at like 35, 40.
Yeah.
So it's like there could be, depending on how you treat your body, how far you can go into it. But
well, then I see like you guys skate, and you guys are like 5-6 years older than me, and I'm like, well, shit, I still got like that much time left at least,
Sure.
And it doesn't look like you guys are slowing down.
And we all look to, at least me, look to Julio because like Julio's like what 42.
Right, these days there's a lot of older bladers in the 40s.
No. Forget Julio. Let's talk about Sven.
Okay.
You want to talk about old guys killing it still?
How old is Sven?
I don't know.
He's like 45.
Speaking to our
45?
blank,
Do you know that, or do you?
Dude,
speaking to our blank commercial, we just had the blank,
Yeah, he has like the best clips in that. No offense to the other guys either, but he's an old dude. And he's like 270 back rail, the top acid on down rails. Like, he's killing it. And I know he's well over 10 years older than me. Come on. Like, he was in like...
He's definitely in his 40s.
Wasn't he in the X Games?
I mean, he was in the gravity games.
I don't know his
Games,
age, but
like
I think...
I don't know his age.
I think he's in his 40s.
So...
Shout out Sven. We're going to have him on the podcast.
Yeah.
That guy kills it. So that's super motivating. But again,
there's not too many to it's... And you're right. Like, what do you think that is about, like, us having a problem with the youth? Is it just like a cultural or societal thing that blading's not cool? Or
it's not, probably. I mean... Scooters are really popular now, and they're like super accessible, and
accessibility I think is huge.
That's totally it, because you can't even go into a skate shop and buy skates right now. Like, I mean, unless you live in like Bakersfield, go to Intuition. Like, there's not just like brick and mortar shops. You can't buy skates like online. You can't
without
try them on.
Without putting your foot in it.
Yeah, it's like
that's the hard part.
That's the big difference that a lot of people don't know. Like, like a scooter, like it's one size fits all. Same thing with a skateboard. Like, you gotta like put your foot in a boot, and when you see something online for $300
no
or $400, and you can't try it on and know if it feels good, it's kind of hard to make that commitment. So it's
hard to fix that though too, because the only way of doing that is trying it on.
Yeah, and parents don't have like money, like they can afford $150 scooter, but can they afford to like upgrade their kids' skates when they grow out of it? Like, that are like, there's skates right now that are $500.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, can parents afford to do that as often as like a scooter? No.
Well, that's why Caltech makes those adjustable size skates, which is huge for the youth. They used to make skates like that, the Transformers also.
Yeah, I mean, they did Genesis Junior like adjustable skates like 15 years ago. They've had them, but still like not catching on, really.
That's always been the challenge in skating, as far as I can tell. Like, even talking with Matthias and Andy back in the day with Razors, we were like, we need like $100 skate. Yeah. A $200 skate.
The price point skate.
Just something like that. And some people have brought it forth, and Them Skates has done it, like a lot of other companies. But it's...
Them Skates are $500.
No, well, that's Danny Beer's Pro Skate.
Oh, no. You get a 908 for way cheaper.
Oh,
And the reason why that is because they have the Intuition liner and all these other things. And
totally.
I think it's actually good to have the option to do like a really high-end skate. But
I
you also
agree.
want to have something that's accessible to like $200. And so
like under 200.
Ideally, it would be like $100.
Yeah, like some junior skates should be like $100.
Because how much does it cost to get started on like I don't know, I've never bought a scooter. Like, how much does it cost to get started on like one
probably
of those scooters?
$100.
I mean,
$100.
I would imagine.
People probably buy like Razor scooters.
Even like $100, $150, like to get started. So that's always been a challenge.
I mean, skates don't cost that much money to make.
Do you know that?
Yes.
You know that.
I mean, I know there's like a lot of insurance behind it, and I know that molds cost a lot of money per individual mold and all that stuff. But there's open molds on the market. Like, if they wanted to make a cheap, affordable kid skate, they could do it. Like,
no, I mean
they make like a really small Colt skate, which is an open mold.
Yeah.
Like
what is it, the Impala, or is it the Colt?
I'm pretty sure like it's just an open mold. Like Impala is just using that mold.
Yeah,
like anyone else could.
I think that's what it is, because I've seen the Impala around it. It seems to be like pretty cheap.
And they have
it's
women's
like 150
sizes,
or something
which are
like that.
essentially kid sizes. So I mean, you could do it like no problem. Even like I know Shima had like a pair of like size 5 Nims.
Did he?
Yeah, like one pair.
You know what? This is actually a pretty good segue to talking about your introduction onto Nim.
Okay.
This is like, before SSM, Nim was like,
the shit.
boy, John Elliott and Brian Shima doing a skate company. This is like
Top of the top.
The top of the top. What was that like? How was it being a part of that?
It was tight, man. I mean, it's a dream come true.
Yeah,
Think about, I mean,
for sure.
those two guys, like John Elliott and Shima. It's
Yeah.
like what, like, how much better can it get? It's like that. That was probably to some help through Revolution Skate Shop, like James Johnson, and I'm sure he had some hand in that. But that whole thing started just because we have like Thursday night skate sessions, and they used to be sponsored every week.
I didn't
like,
know that.
Yeah, or every month, like a different company would sponsor like the sessions, and they would just.
But what does that mean? I don't know.
It just means like their logo would be on the flyer for where the sessions were going to be, and they would give product out like
that's cool.
through Revolution.
That is pretty
you
cool.
know?
Yeah,
It was tight. And then sometimes like pros would come out or like teams would come or whatever. But one time, like the whole NIM tour, the new NIM team came out when they just announced Monterey, like right at the very beginning, and they came to the skate park.
So it's like Joey, John,
I think
Monterey.
at the time it was just like John, Elliott, Shima, and Monterey. Like
Damn.
it was very, very beginning.
Honestly, like seeing Elliot at a skate park on some skates is such a rare thing that many people have not experienced.
I definitely never experienced it.
I've skated with John Elliott one time. That's like a ghost of the.
Yeah, he's an enigma.
Yeah, he really is.
It's crazy. But they NIM or like what was it, Rat Tail or something? Maybe they sponsored the whole Thursday night session that month or whatever. But they came out to the session, and I was like skating NIMs because I was like a fanboy of Shima, whatever. And then
I'm still a fanboy of Shima.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Everyone is. Shame what happened, but he.
Yeah, that is a shame, man. That really is. But
But I got noticed through that. They put me in their little edit, and then all of a sudden, I think it was like weeks later, I got asked to go like on the NIM tour, like after going and meeting up with them. So it was like pretty boom. Like I didn't even really have a talk with them about being like.
You were on the tour before you were sponsored by them?
I mean, it was like same time.
yeah.
Yeah,
Like you're on tour.
Yeah, like it was like only a few weeks notice, and I was like, okay, yeah. So that
So
happened.
you dropped out of school, quit your job.
You
made it.
I dropped out of high school. Yeah, I dropped out of.
For
I didn't. Okay, I was not a huge fan of school. Like, I mean, if I want to learn something, I'll like learn it and like figure it out on my own. I just didn't like the whole structure of having to.
School sucks.
School sucks.
School
dude.
sucks.
I wasn't
sucked.
a big fan of it.
And I was
can all
like
say that
super
school sucks.
huge in skating, and it's like I dropped out of high school as a freshman, like to like skate, do all that, and I tried to go back as a sophomore for like a week. Didn't work out, and then
You dropped out as a freshman.
what's that supposed to mean?
I don't know. That's like early in the game. Like I
You did
didn't,
like 1 year in.
I didn't know that you were really allowed to do that. I thought that you had to be like
Yeah, you can do whatever
junior
you,
or
you
some
can do
shit.
whatever you want. I mean, I did. I got my GED, and then I was laughing at the people, feeling like I had my like the same piece of paper like 3 years earlier.
Yeah.
You got your GED like as like a sophomore year or
Yeah.
freshman year.
Yeah. As like
So
a sophomore.
you were done at what, like 15,
16.
I didn't know that. That's
16?
Yeah. Yep. Did all that. Just
That's
got out of
dope.
the way. Yeah, school sucked, dude.
Yeah, it
I don't
does.
like that. And then just kept skating.
So I'm guessing you didn't go to college after.
You'd be right about that. Your guess is correct. Yeah, no college
No,
yet.
Me neither. So it's. I'm not-
What am I gonna do?
Not me
Like
neither,
get
too.
in debt for a job that pays less than what I'm making doing Uber Eats?
Yeah. Dude, you're a really smart, sharp guy. Like I love when you're around because you're always bringing the laughs.
That's what you get out of a freshman dropout.
Okay.
Smart guy.
Mhm.
So going back to the
NIM
tour,
guys.
sorry. Yeah.
Okay. What about it?
You said they asked you to the first. You go on. They sponsored you. You go on tour.
Yeah. Go on tour. That was me, Elliot, Shima, the Briarly Bros,
Oh, the Briley's.
John.
You went on tour with those guys.
We did the whole NIM California tour for a week.
And Elliot was on it too.
Yeah. Elliot gave
That's
us.
probably like the
super
last
sick.
thing Elliot's ever done.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was, and
Yeah.
he gave us all like, I don't know, like $1,000 or something like that
What?
right at the beginning, or like maybe it's five. I don't know.
How old you when that happened?
Like 16.
Yeah, you were
or something.
super young.
Yeah, 17.
You give $1,000.
He gave us like everyone on the team like a lot of like money for like, just like food allowance or whatever. You know what I mean? And
He was always like for the skater John. Like,
yeah, dude.
I wish I knew him. I never really met him or anything.
And I was so young, I didn't even really have like, I didn't know him like that, you know? I'm still kind of just coming up in the skating, just like oblivious to what's really going on. Now I look back and I'm like, damn, I wish I could like talk to them like I'm talking to you guys right now.
Totally.
Like, you know, instead of just being like a kid who was kind of like,
it's like a ground
not
kinda.
allowed to be like in like, because there was like the kid car pretty much, like me, like the Briarleys and John at some points.
Yeah.
Like the younger kids that were just being split up, not like just because they're going out and stuff, you know,
Sure.
being like adults.
Yeah.
And we're just kind of along for the ride. But that was tight. We went to like Woodward and SDSF Park, ESCO, and then up to like A-Mall and
So
Inland
this is
Warehouse.
like back in the day.
It's a skate shop tour.
Yeah, skate shop tour and just making a bunch of stops. They made like a big edit on it, like a full NIM tour video. You never saw that?
I mean, I might have, like, a long time ago.
I feel like when we came out for It's Always Sunny in Arizona, you were on. That was around the NIM time.
Yeah, right before the SSM merge, right?
Yeah,
I think.
yeah.
Yeah, that was.
It must have been disappointing, huh?
Well, you want to talk about that too? Well, you were on SSM, right?
We don't have to talk about
No,
it.
I don't care. No, I don't care. It's like, what happened with you in SSM? You were a part of it, weren't you?
Oh, yeah. Well, I was on USD, and then I was living in Oakland, and I was with, you know, Maddie, John, Maddie Schrock, John Bellino, Brian Shima, and there was like no one on like the USD team around me. So I was like skating with all these guys, and then they were just like, "Oh, you should come skate for us."
You with your homies.
And I was like, "Oh, that makes sense."
Yeah, the homies.
So I did that.
So how did it end for you?
Were
you a part of the team?
Oh yeah, I was
Part of SSM.
part of SSM.
See, because when that merge happened, my name wasn't on the SSM website.
Oh no, are you?
They didn't tell you? They just
No.
straight dropped it.
Yeah. And I,
Billy was your replacement?
yeah, I could still get skates through, like, I could still get Jen Kirby to send me skates or whatever. But, like, I wasn't on it. And that's, like, what started my first break. Is, like, me.
Jen Kirby?
Yeah. Jen Isinger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Was she like doing the distribution at
Rat
NIM?
Tail.
Rat Tail.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, she was the go-to girl
Oh.
forever. And then I wasn't on that
It was like a
SSM.
depression or something?
Yeah, a little bit. You just get a little jaded.
Yeah.
Did you feel resentful?
Yes.
I mean, like, did you reach out to like Shima and be like, "Hey, can I?"
No. Because
See, well, like,
I know, but
Yeah,
it's like Victor last night giving me problems.
Yeah.
It's like you got to reach out and do your part.
You
Yeah.
kind of do. I feel like it's harder. It kind of goes back to what you were talking about before. Like, you put all these
Like
people
that,
on like
that
a
that's
pedestal.
like, no offense, a little, you know, it's a little egotistical.
no, he could have reached out to me.
That's what I mean, though.
Ooh.
He could have reached out to me and like
He's
not
Shima,
like.
though. He don't got to do none.
That's what I'm. You know, it's a back and forth sort of thing. Like I don't want to say anything.
It's an ego
but
battle.
he could
Is
have-
it an ego
yeah.
battle?
I don't have an ego battle against Shima.
Okay.
It was just like I was hurt a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I wasn't informed, and then all of a sudden, I'm not a part of.
I mean, you were a kid then too. I feel like now, knowing who you are now, you would have been like, "Yo, what's up? Like, what's going on?"
Totally.
More direct. to people.
Totally, but like that's what happened. Like I've took several breaks, like 2 like multiple year breaks from skating, and like coming back each time, I kind of look at things a little differently. I think it's like nice to take a break and see things with a fresh perspective and being like not caring so much, because I get like really involved in whatever it is I'm doing.
Right.
Like no matter what it is. Like when I stopped skating, I got into cars and just go nonstop with cars.
Mhm.
But then it's like, was saying, yeah, I just had to take a break, just kind of like reevaluate what was going on, experience like life outside of skating.
And you just straight didn't skate at all, or you just only
Yeah.
skated like once a month or type of thing?
No, I just didn't skate at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I feel like you came back with like some new energy.
I did, and that was like the most recent time that I came
Yeah.
back, like a few years ago,
Yeah.
right before the Rosies thing. And that was just because Instagram started getting big, and it's like I don't want to like. I know I'm not like the best skater. Like I know I'm not that good.
That's not true. We were just talking about how good you are.
Well, I
We
appreciate.
were just
that.
watching your section right
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. I know we were sick. That was funny.
We
But
won't get too in depth.
I know I'm not the best, but okay, I totally lost where I was going right
No,
there.
you were saying you know you're not the best skater.
Okay, so why I came back is like
Why you came back exactly?
Instagram really started to get big like a few years ago, and I had gotten Instagram, and all of a sudden I started seeing like rollerblading posts, and I was like, this is all garbage.
Ooh.
Like I could be doing these clips and like getting views and stuff like, and it was just like maybe I guess ego or whatever, but I wanted to like.
You didn't think people were doing a good job.
I still don't think people are doing that great of a job.
Okay, so you know what? We're gonna get into that quick. I want to talk about what started the break. Like you had 2 breaks, you said. So
the first one was the Shima thing, and
so it was like a direct result of
me
that.
like being like off of the NIM or not a part of the switch to SSM like fully, you know.
Damn.
And then after that, okay, that happened, and then I started skating again randomly for a little bit, and then I moved to Seattle.
Mm-hmm.
Which was
I
like,
know you live in Seattle.
I moved to Seattle in like 2012 for just under a year. And
why?
It's a long story, basically. Like
we have a podcast.
Oh yeah, I mean, just personal stuff. Like it was, my mom lived there, and I was like broke here, and I needed to like have some like family help. You know what I mean?
Fair enough.
So I went to go live with my mom and her boyfriend, and just like be financially stable, got a job. But the day that I moved there, I still hadn't really been skating like too much, but I get a phone call from somebody in Seattle or a text from like Preston or Carter or somebody that lives up there, like as I was in the Space Needle as a tourist, like my first day there, like we're gonna go to a skate session or have a park session if you want to come meet us. And then I was like, okay. So it like I just used like my rollerblading connections to like build like friendships out there, and then like we met, and then me and Carter just like immediately clicked like brothers, you know. Do you know who Carter is?
No.
Carter LeBlanc is like, he made Chance of Rain.
Oh, he makes, okay.
Yeah.
I've seen that, yeah. So.
Yeah, he's like a genius.
Mm-hmm.
So he started, I actually got him like his first camera, and we just hung out literally like 6 days a week for like the entirety of the time that I lived in Seattle. And it was just kind of like me and him just doing our own thing, skating nonstop. And I was like, I want to like make an edit to be like, I told you guys that I can still skate. Like I want, you know what I mean? Like I wanted to put out, like if you haven't seen that edit, like definitely go watch. Like
what's it called?
I think it's just like Chad Hornish 2012, something like that. It's like Carter posted it, but it's one of my favorites, and especially because like he made it. But even
you know what? We'll watch that in the Patreon after this. We'll go through the section.
We'll do that.
That'll be fun.
Even yeah, at the end of that video, I have like a soundbite from like Trailer Park Boy saying like, I'm not the kind of person to say I told her so, but you know what? I told her so. So like it was just like I needed to get that out, like that I could still do stuff, because I had read on blogs that people were like, oh, what happened to Chad Hornish? What happened? I'm like, I'll just...
People think you fell off at that point.
Yeah, I don't want people to think I fell off. Like, I really care, but at the same time, I kind of do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I love skating, I just don't want to... It's a weird thing.
Do you feel underappreciated? Because I think that, like, I've skated with you a while ago, like, It's Always Sunny in Arizona times, and you were just as good as anyone else. And like you're saying, like, I feel like I'm getting a vibe that you might feel underappreciated, which you might very well be. Do you feel that way?
I think it's just typical to rollerblading, and like there's got to be a ton of people that feel like I do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like there's so many people that are really good that don't get like recognition.
It's pretty common now.
Yeah, and it's like it's easy to do if you want to just like bite the bullet on the corniness, and like anyone can just like post a bunch of stuff on Instagram and gain followers and stuff. But I just want to.
You have your integrity, and you won't do that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to. Just
water it down.
Yeah,
kinda.
Exactly. Don't want to water it down.
But you came back from all these breaks and everything, and you're skating better now than you ever were. So you definitely shut everybody up.
When you take a break from skating, you will come back and look at things a lot differently.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll see things different that you didn't see before. Like because you'll like subconsciously be thinking about it the whole time you're not skating, and then all of a sudden you get back to it and you have like new energy. It's like you started all over again.
Mm-hmm.
I just got lucky. Like I took a break, and then when I put my skates back on, was like twice as good as I was when I stopped skating. Like,
because you like mentally grew.
Yeah. Totally.
And you had like a better perspective on it. Like that's the thing. Like when it's like you can't see the forest for the trees kind of thing. When you're so like invested and deeply buried into something, you're not getting a good perspective on like what's good or what's, you know.
I would like that experience. I just don't have the heart to take a break. Yeah, I don't want to take a break, but I know exactly what you mean. When you don't do anything for a while and you come back, it's like a new perspective on it.
I just asked you the other day. Remember, you said you haven't even had like an injury that you thought would maybe like take your skating.
I never thought about it that way.
No.
Okay, I broke tons of bones.
No, okay.
Dude, this guy got hit. I just watched that video. When you got hit by a car.
Yeah.
Dude.
You never seen it?
Oh, I've seen it, but I just rewatched it like a week ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
What prompted that?
I think.
Yeah, for real.
Well, my heels have been bruised for the past month.
Really?
Like double bruised, healed, almost pulled a Shima. Like, I had.
You gotta explain how this happened because I think
Shima,
it's such a dumb thing that you did that happened.
Okay, I told you about it.
I know you told me.
So the Solomon skates.
People can learn from this mistake.
Solomon skates come with like a nub at the bottom of the boot, basically an extended frame bolt to like hold the shock absorber in place. I replaced the shock absorber, never cut that nub off, so I took like two 12-foot drops to like an uphill landing off of a rail, and just iced myself. Like after the first time, I knew I shouldn't do it again, but like obligated because there's like we're out there with the gang, and it's like I'm the only one skating at this spot. I have to do this, and I just tried it again and just fucked my shit up big time. So I've been like off the skates for like a month now.
And this is your first time pretty much back.
Yeah,
on
when we
skates,
skated
right?
when we skated the other day at the skate park, Fountain Hills was the first time I had my skates on in almost 4 weeks.
And so you were saying that that's like one of those falls where you thought that you weren't going to be able to come back? Because that was your whole point to that too. Like, have you ever had a fall where you're just like, oh, I'm never going to recover from this?
I like broke or fractured something. I don't have insurance, so I didn't go to the hospital, but I really messed my ankle up on Hollywood High like 2.5 years ago, like to the point where I was super depressed. I mean, that's what I'm saying. You've never been in that situation, like where you just get like you don't think you're gonna be able to skate again, and you get super in your head. Like that shit sucks.
I do have one thing. I remember you were there this time too at PS6 in Staten Island. I was skating this spot, and I don't remember if you were. I was trying to like back far off this drop ledge into a double set, and then hit like a down rail afterwards. And I went too far off the drop ledge and landed on the stair riding. So it was like a 10-foot drop to a stair ride.
Yeah.
And I twisted my ankle. And I remember Mike Johnson was like, oh, that's it, you're done. Once you mess your ankle up, that's it. It's never the same again. And Billy, you were like, no, you'll be good. You'll be fine again in a few months, whatever. And it was like the devil and angel kind of talking because Mike was like telling me how I wouldn't be able to skate again. And so I was like kind of worried because I never had an ankle injury that serious. And you were like, no, you'll be fine in like a few months or something like that. So I was fine. And I just was never scared like that. And I didn't make a recovery.
You're probably just not remembering like the times when you were maybe thinking like, oh, this is it. Because that's not a good feeling.
I never
had that?
Oh, 100%.
Dude, it sucks.
I've had that several times.
And it's like I love skating so much. Like I'll like give up everything else for it. And it's like to like think that I'm not going to be able to do it again is just like.
I can imagine that. Yeah.
And you know, I could say like you can really tell that when you're skating that you love skating because it shows in your skating and that you're that good.
Thanks, man.
And yeah, like I wonder what motivates you? Like, you know, you're from Arizona, home state of Dustin Latimer. Who are your influences? Like, where do you? Because
Dustin.
I think you skate very different too. Like you have your own unique style. That's like its own thing.
I mean, I grew up. Skating is a lot different than it is now. You know what I mean? Like back when I started, like I'm still like I'll get hate for like being the guys like, oh, there's not enough hammers going on. Like, but I really think like that's like a thing. Like I grew up watching people do bigger stuff, and I like to do bigger stuff. And for me, like when I'm skating, like I'm influenced by like every single person that I see skate. Like I'll take something from everyone. Mm-hmm. Like if I see someone do one thing and I like it, I'm gonna try like putting it into my routine or whatever, you know. But I just like stick to what I know, and I like doing big things or like doing stuff that is like maybe pleasing for other people to watch, but it's more just for the feeling that I get after doing it. Mm-hmm. It's like I'm just skating for myself and that like feeling of just accomplishing something that you're not exactly sure you're going to be able to do, you know? Mm-hmm. And then doing it, it's just like a feeling that you don't get that feeling anywhere else. Just like, especially when it's bigger stuff or like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody needs that no matter what they do. Whether it's skating, it's just a hobby of yours. You need that as a person to push yourself in life, to make yourself motivated to do other shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could take it as like life lessons or whatever. It's just, it's weird. I don't know where I get my motivation from. It's just like a self-motivation. Like just...
It's just like, it must be a vision then of what you think skating could be and how you think you can present it.
Yeah, totally. And I don't really watch skating too much. Like...
No?
No. Like
we were just watching your stuff earlier.
You were watching it. I don't really...
But you don't do
You
that.
walked right past the TV with the quickness. Like,
Yeah.
you ain't doing that.
You don't get stoked when your skating's on the TV and you don't sit down and like to indulge at all?
No.
No?
Mm.
Not your
No.
personality type?
I don't really like... I mean, once a video is like finished and edited and done, released, I'll watch it 100 times in one day.
Mm-hmm.
The first day, and then probably never watch it again.
You just
know
get
what I mean?
hyped in the beginning.
Yeah. But then I'm just like months later, I'm like, that's trash.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't want to watch it.
Do you feel like you're highly critical of your own skating or of skating in general?
Both.
Both.
Big time.
You're definitely critical of your own skating.
Well, yeah, I have a very limited vocabulary, so it's like...
Is that how you feel?
Well, I mean, that's the truth.
Well, I don't believe that because
I don't think so either.
At the powwow, you skated in the best trick, the bowl, and
very dynamic
and
skating.
Like if you see me in a bowl,
But
I look like I'm a duck on
but-
skates.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I don't look good in the bowl.
We're
Same,
talking
same
about
here.
a
I stay far away from the bowl.
We're talking about a skate park. Like, that's a skate park.
Okay.
That's
All just
where I
different
thrive.
skate
But
park
you can
dynamics.
also function on street in a very...
You have never seen me true topside anything in street.
Okay, so because you haven't true topsided...
You can't do everything.
That's
can't-
only a small thing.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
You've never seen me full cab into anything on street.
Mhm.
Maybe. You know?
Maybe.
Like a
So you're
full
very
cab.
aware of your own shortcomings.
Yeah. So I'm just sticking to what I know. But at the same time, I know...
I only do 8 tricks personally. So
Me
like
too.
I do
top
I only do
souls, fish
souls.
brains,
Yeah.
royales.
stick to
If
what
you're
you
lucky,
know.
you get the sweat stands.
Yeah. If you're lucky.
If you,
Unless we're playing a game of
If I'm
skate.
lucky.
Unless we're playing a game of skate.
right, but I don't think that the fact that you're not doing certain grinds doesn't mean that you're not dynamic on all these different areas
Yeah.
of skating, like skate park, bowl,
Mhm.
street. Like, not a lot of people can do that.
That's
That's tough to do. Like, I look to like Miguel and Joe Atkinson and
There's all park skaters.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta... Park skating...
but a lot
like
of park
growing-
skaters can skate street.
I know, but like...
You do
but
a good
no,
job
But no
fooling
strictly
everybody.
street skaters
Yeah.
can skate park. You
And
know
that's
what I
a
mean?
fact.
Yeah, that is
And
true.
that's a fact.
Well, I always had that theory too back in the day.
It's
Like,
calling me straight out.
yeah,
It's calling
I had a lot of theories about that too back in the day
You know what I'm
because
saying? Though?
No, you're real.
People
That's
can't
real.
comprehend
It hurts, but
transition.
you're right.
yes. When people grew up in the 90s, it was more common too. I think when you grew up skating ramps at parks, you were a different kind of skater on the streets when parks weren't as common.
Dude, when I was a
Had more
kid,
control, I feel like.
when I was a kid, I remember like after getting my first pair of aggressive skates, like 2 years after, I would like come to kids at the skate park, like, you want to play skate? And they'd be like, yeah. And I'd be like, okay, but no grinds. Like,
No way, you used to say that.
yeah, yeah.
So how do you play skate with no grinds for
Just
those? who might
180,
not know?
360,
Every other way,
540.
bro.
What do you have?
Toe rolls.
Spins and
Every
hand
other-
plants, toe
yeah,
rolls.
just jumps, stuff
Yeah.
that they weren't doing. I don't know.
That'd be an interesting game of skate. I'm kind of curious now to play a game of skate with no grinds because that's what all I do is fucking grinds
We
now.
could
you
try
know?
it later at the park.
We could try that.
today.
Yeah.
All right.
Just no bowl. That bowl is scary.
What are you talking about?
I'm not fucking with you.
Yeah,
And you
yeah.
know what's, I don't ever curse on the podcast.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah, I try.
I don't fuck with that bowl.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah. No, that bowl is deadly.
It is. You gotta really know what you're doing.
That bowl is deadly. And Tony Ruotuzzo was, shout out Tony.
Yeah, he was flying around that thing.
killing that thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure we're gonna see some of that out of you as well.
Yeah.
See if my heels hold up.
Yeah.
I wanted to see because we talked about before growing up with Dustin or growing up like looking up to Dustin. Being from Arizona, obviously he's like one of the notoriously best skaters of all time. And did you skate with him when you were younger? You said you skated the same skate park that he did. Did you ever like hit him at a session and know what you were getting yourself into skating with him?
He would always just show up, and like I was super young, hardly even knew who he was, just knew that I recognized him from the video, you know, like
Yeah.
young. And then growing up, like he would come to some sessions, like the Thursday night skate things, but I'm not like really on a first name basis with him. Like I don't know him.
Yeah.
Like he's not like a
Now
friend.
or at that time?
Now.
Now. Still.
Yeah, he's just kind of does his own thing. He's not like involved in skating
Mm-hmm.
at all. Like I see him maybe once a year. He'll come out to a session and just like put him on and just go around with his kid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see him at all.
Yeah, I feel like he went to skate parks more with his kid than just like for himself. He would just go bring his kid, do his thing, and that's it.
Yeah.
I feel
Low
like
key.
the mystique with Dustin lives on.
Yeah,
He's
but-
like such a mysterious guy in that like continues.
I got to skate with him like a couple years ago, like randomly, like have a session. He just showed up to a Thursday night skate. And we made like a little edit, which was pretty.
Oh yeah, at KTR, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. We skated the lunchbox together.
Yeah, which is like crazy to like see, you know, like your name next to Latimer's like in a video. It's like holy shit.
Not many people have that, and the list of people who do have that have like they're up there also.
Yeah.
And you recently did one of his tricks from an old video at TNS. I'm guessing the hurricane topsole and shit like that. Just like a little.
Oh my god, I love.
You saw that, right?
By the way,
thanks.
I
Man.
The hurricane topsole.
That's. I mean, thanks to DL. You know,
Yeah.
that was the sort of thing like. There's a page called AZ Blading, which just posts like old Arizona clips.
Yep.
Like.
I follow them.
Me too.
Their stuff is dope. Shout out AZ
super
Blading.
dope, super dope. And he posted because he posts clips from the skate park that the session's gonna be at or something, and he posted that hurricane topsole, and I was like, "Who's gonna give me $20 if I do this tonight?" So I just like hours before, so I just went to the skate park like with that idea, like that was the only trick I was gonna do that night, and then laced it.
That's dope.
That's sick. It was a bit of a struggle though, right?
Oh yeah,
You had a few falls.
oh yeah, bad ones. I'm not, like I said, like it's not all, this is not first try stuff. It takes.
Yeah.
I'm not that good. You know what I mean? Like
He's a blue collar blader.
I love the way you land those tricks too, because that trick you let you surprise yourself more than anyone else when you land the trick. Like that same thing at Powwow with that topsole, the gap you landed and instantly did like the look back afterwards.
That's another. See, that was because Jeff Howard was like telling me like, you're not gonna do that. Like, there's no way.
What, at Powwow you mean?
Yeah, because I told him I was like, I'm gonna grind that up there. I'm gonna jump to the flag. He's like, no, you're not. And I was like, okay.
Wait, is that who you looked at afterwards?
That's
on the
what I was
trick
looking for. Yeah.
No way. I love
There's
that.
nothing more motivating
Then someone
than
saying
when
you won't
say
do
you're gonna
something.
do something. Someone says no, you're not.
Yeah. Yep.
That's like it's almost a guarantee. Then you're at least gonna try.
It's like that Rob
Yeah.
Thompson thing from the IMYTA.
Yep.
You can't do it, Rob.
Yeah.
And he does the off the fence.
That's yeah.
Rob G was like, you can't. Do
Oh, it was
it,
Rob G who said that. Yeah.
That's it. That's one way to definitely motivate me.
Totally.
I bet if my mom
the same
would have
way.
said, "You won't go to school," I would be like,
Knowing that now.
I'll go.
Knowing that now.
no. But yeah,
That's
I
a
just
good way to
want to prove
motivate
someone
you.
wrong.
it is weird though. It's someone tells you you won't do something, you just want to do it more,
Yeah,
right?
totally.
Yeah, but that's just how that one went.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool to see. I like the Dustin Latimer inspiration there.
What else are we gonna talk about? Talk about Rossies?
Well, who do you skate for right now? Do you have a skate sponsor? What's going on with the?
I
your
don't have a
sponsors?
skate sponsor. I have a.
So what happened with your skate sponsor then? Because you were on Rossies when they
Let's see.
revamped and everything.
Well, I was, yeah. Okay, so the Rossies thing is no longer, obviously. Some people still like ask me if I'm on them just because.
What happened?
What happened was I was informed by the team manager that I would never be pro for Rossies.
So just right there, you're just like, there's no point. I can't move up. What's the point?
Who was the team manager?
Doesn't matter,
Okay.
but
He basically said
You want to be able to move up in the
he
game.
said Chad.
well,
listen,
they said,
I like you.
she said,
She said, Chad, I like you. You're a nice guy.
You're good enough
You're
to be somewhat
never gonna
involved.
be pro. Dude, that is so fucked
Yeah.
up.
I
Twice,
know.
cursed twice in this.
Dan is getting fired
I
up this
know.
episode.
So
It's
messed
getting
up.
fired
I know.
Yeah.
So I was just like, okay, where's my motivation?
Yeah.
Like, what am I gonna just like sit here and like be in the same chat with everyone else and just like not have like a future? You know, like you basically shafted me. Like
That's probably the worst thing you can say to a team. manager.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, she learned something then, I
There's
guess.
nothing like. There's nothing worse.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
I was
that's
told
pretty bad.
I would never be pro for them, and I was like, you know what? Like, and honestly, it was probably a bad move on my part to leave because I was getting like some exposure from them, and they're like still doing well, and I don't have a boot sponsor now.
Getting skates and stuff.
Yeah, like like I still have like more skates than I know what to do with, like Rossies at my house that I like need to get rid of or whatever, you know.
Sell them.
I could sell them, yeah. I've give some away. I just
give some away.
that kid Jose, that little kid, I
Yeah.
just gave him a pair.
Oh, did you?
Dope.
Sick.
Yeah, he's not
Giving
skating.
skates
them,
away.
though.
Yeah, he's getting the USDs.
Yeah, whatever. But so yeah, but yeah.
So
imagine being told that.
Do you regret you just? Yeah, no,
I don't regret my decision because I forced my way into Rossies.
How?
I saw that they were relaunching, And I was like, I had just started skating again, and I just bought a brand new pair of M12s off of eBay for like $80, like secondhand, but they were never used, like high cup M12s, and was like, oh, I'm just gonna put out like a few like hammer clips, and like I had no like momentum behind me at that point with Instagram, so it's like some of my favorite clips are like on Instagram and have like 1% of the views, like they're like my first post, but it was like to hype up.
No one saw them.
Yeah, no one saw them, but it's like they were good tricks, whatever, and I just kind of pushed my way into Rossies. I was like, I just went and like Googled Rossies and like went to their like contact on their page or whatever, and then went to like the U.S. distribution contact, and then just emailed that customer support. Emailed.
It's like a modern day sponsor me tape.
Yeah, I just emailed customer support, whatever. It was like, I want to know about like any potential sponsorship opportunities or how I go about that sort of thing, yada yada. And there was like a U.S. rep who like asked me questions or whatever, and like asked if I had a skate shop, and I ended up hitting up Matt Mickey and was like, they just asked if I like have a skate shop to support me. Will you like support me? And he's like, oh yeah, like whatever. And he knew like that Rossies rep that I was talking to, and then all of a sudden I got like sent skates through like Rossies USA, but it still wasn't like really on Rossies. And then I just started like pushing like my DMs to the actual Rossies page. It was like, when you gonna announce me? When you gonna announce me? Like, yeah. And then sure enough, then they did. So you
put the pressure on them.
I know I forced that into happening. So it's like me leaving wasn't that bad because it was like all me starting it.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty much all on my terms.
But did they give a reason why they said you wouldn't go pro?
The list of reasons went on and on. I mean, one of them was being that I was too old.
Oh damn.
Which is like,
you're still in your 20s.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm not 20. You know what I mean? Like I'm about to be 30.
Yeah, but the pros for Rossies now aren't like just 20.
I know that. I know that.
All right, well.
That's messed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so what other sponsors do you have right now?
Conjure, the wheels, which are like the best wheels you can buy, and their packaging is
Where's
awesome.
Conjure out of?
I think it's out of Florida.
Florida?
Yeah, I think so.
I've been meaning to try some too, because I heard the same thing recently too. That Conjure makes like some of the best wheels.
Farmers on Conjure, right?
No.
That's Red Eye.
Farmers on Red Eye.
Oh, sorry, they're both from Florida, right?
They are.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why
I was messing around with Red Eye for a little bit, and just like the Conjure pour a little better, I think. But so I got Conjure, which is the wheels. Jeff Akers like helps me out through Sunshine for ground controls. Some rain liners.
Rain liners, yeah, you said that.
The Transit, which was just like transformed into Bloom, which is actually this right here. I don't know what they're doing, but that's, just a clothing thing. I don't know. It's just Conjure and ground control.
Dope.
So you still got some sponsors though. You're still in the game.
Yeah, no boot sponsor, but kind of not even by choice. I tried to get on Rollerblade. I don't know if you.
Oh yeah, you were riding rollerblades at Powwow.
Yeah, I tried to get on Rollerblade, and that didn't happen either. I was
denied.
Blank by Rollerblade.
New brand.
Our episode, you can hit him up. We might be able to.
I did hit him up. I was talking to them for a year.
Look at that look.
I was talking to him for a year with talks of me gonna be pro for this year.
Really?
Yes.
And what happened?
Or be on the team or something.
I think you fit really well with Sean, Keen, and Cam, and
I don't know exactly.
I don't know exactly what happened, but
can someone sponsor my man? Can someone sponsor my man?
I was somewhat strung along, and it got to a point to where I was told
I
was going to
Chad Hornish for pro.
Yes,
do it now.
That's the new one.
And hit the super chats because.
But yeah, I was trying to be on Rollerblade too, and then just kind of like. Going through it, said we're going to talk about it at like the end of last year about like going over everything, and then they don't hit me up, and I just hit him up, and I was like, look, don't be afraid to tell me no if it's a no, but like don't just like hang me out to dry. Yeah. And they're basically like, Yeah, we're just gonna stick with the team we have now. And yeah,
They might have had a plan. You can't.
Oh
blame them
yeah,
for
I
that.
have no idea, but I just would have like, if I didn't reach out like that, I might still be skating the skates now, hoping that there might be something going on. And I'm glad I reached out to like, no more free advertising. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
have you reached out to any other skate brands for sponsorships?
they're all trash.
all skate, all boot
Pretty
brands.
much.
But you usually don't have a skate that you like.
Yeah.
You're saying.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't like them. I'm skating Solomon's right now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm skating Solomon's with shadow sole plates.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
Tried and true.
Why don't you ride shadows? You don't like shadows themselves?
I skated for shadows in this edit that I was talking about in Seattle, and I did like them, and they actually like flowed me a pair, like JC Rowe did and stuff like that. It was cool. I like those. I just like the sole space though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. But yeah, no. Dude, all these companies are not that cool. Like the boot sponsors, like, and everyone I talk to just ends up having like not the best things to say. Like, being a rider for boot companies, it's just always
It's always something.
always all the time. It's like behind the scenes stuff that you don't know. Like, it's always bullshit. No one's getting paid. Like,
Yeah.
no.
So you just want it for the clout, then, kind of like to be
I don't
a
want it
pro,
for
like.
now. I just want
You want
like
things to go right.
at
How it
this
should
point,
be.
like I'm excited with Conjure because I think I'll end up getting a wheel with Conjure. And that'll be like, I got my name on something, and I feel like, oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely an
Kind of
accomplishment.
did something, you know, but the boot thing, it's like, I've been on like multiple boot sponsors, and it like hasn't ended well.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like, I might as well just skate the skates I want to skate.
Yeah,
and,
just skate where you want to skate.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. But
We don't have sponsors either. We're skating where we want to skate, you know?
yeah, but you see, you
Jump
guys,
around.
if you guys wanted, you guys could both be on top of the game, like with skating, just because your level of skating is up there. But you're not pushing yourselves like that to do it. But if you just put yourself out there, you guys could still have boot sponsors, or what? You think you're too old too?
No.
I do. Yeah.
I mean,
I
you were already like
I think we should
pro for
invest
like
in the
all
people in
this
their
stuff.
20s. That's what I
Yeah, yeah. I also agree too. I think that like investing in the younger people does make more sense.
And that doesn't
Although-
mean that people in their 30s can't be pro.
Yeah,
I think they can.
yeah,
But I just think that
But there's no kids.
yeah. There's no. Well, that goes back.
But
We were
then-
talking about before that little kid Jose, that was killing at the park before. Somebody mentioned it yesterday. I don't remember who it was, but they were like, kids like this need to be sponsored more. Like, someone should
Sure.
sponsor that kid Jose, because when we were younger,
encourage them.
yeah, when we were
They're
younger,
friends.
yeah, when we were younger, we were looking up to like Roadhouse, Matt Mance, like all these little kids that were pros and like superstars and shit. But there are no younger kids that are sponsored. And someone like that little kid Jose, should be sponsored, should be motivating him more to skate, because he could just
There's
change
no
the heart next week.
incentive.
We have to do a better job of
There-
encouraging and really seeding the ground.
No,
Yes.
I don't even think it's that, man.
Okay,
it's
so
like
let's
something.
hear it. I wanna
Well,
hear it.
I don't even know, because like you can't just like force kids to do stuff. Like
No, it's not.
they're
It's not about forcing kids to do stuff. It's
like the only kids that are skating now, I feel like, are like their parents were bladers.
sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
Like, were your parents bladers?
No.
Yeah, mine either. Like, that's like, they're only seeing the skating from their like family and stuff. Like, otherwise they're just seeing scootering.
Well, that's because it's not in culture.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's like part of the problem. Like,
I know, but that's been like a battle that we've been dealing with for over 20
Yeah,
years.
yeah.
I mean, it used to be a part of culture in the 90s,
Mhm.
and then ever since then, it was culture didn't want to touch it. No brands, because they knew that touching.
because we got the fruit booter title.
Yeah.
We got shafted.
Well, that was an active campaign. For
I know, but
Yeah,
that's
active
a,
campaign.
somebody
It was,
just someone
yeah.
just called me a fruit booter on like
That
an
was-
Instagram
that didn't
reel
come from,
yesterday.
like-
Really?
Yeah, like someone
Of course.
pulled the whole like on a comment just. On
I haven't
the
heard that
video,
term
like,
in a while, like from someone else.
Oh, dude, like Monster magazine, like that. Mushroom Blading posted it, but like some pretty big magazine from
Oh, you saw it,
Australia.
yeah, a few days ago. where
What is it,
they're-
Monster?
I
Something?
don't know, but they were all in the bowl with those rollerbladers or whatever.
Yeah, no, it was they posted the thing of the Pakistani police.
Oh,
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
But then they said something like they made the reference about fruit booting.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, it's still there. I mean, there's always going to be that.
It just takes one like bully to say it to a kid for like the kid to never
Never do it
touch
again.
it again.
Yeah,
That's
that's
it.
true. When you get that young, you're more fragile. You know?
I mean, even Bill Burr said it. He's like, I used to rollerblade. I loved rollerblading. He's like, why did everyone stop? Because someone made one joke.
Yeah.
And everyone's like,
right.
I'm not gay. I'm not gay. And they threw the rollerblades out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, obviously that's satire, but I think there's some truth in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people, I mean, that's kids, like not wanting to be judged by...
Accept me.
Yeah, by their peers. So I don't know what the solution is to like getting more kids on skates, but I know that there's not really kids on skates like that. Like, do you guys see kids on skates back home?
Nope, not really. Super rare.
You see it more in Europe, to be honest.
Yeah, you do, but they have you see like Nils or whatever, they have like those camps or schools. Like I see like videos of Nils and he's got like 20 kids like under 15 on skates, like in that little skate park. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we do not have that going on.
Yeah. Well, he's like a little celebrity in
Oh yeah, he's
the
king of Latvia, pretty much.
King of Latvia.
He's like the king of Latvia, pretty much.
Yeah.
But I actually have to like step away to go to the bathroom for a second. But before that, I wanted to ask, outside of sponsors, how did you become a part of Blader Gang? Because you seem like an uncanny fit for the crew.
That was all thanks to Eric. And you remember when his last video came out, he had that box premiere session that was at the back of Tim Frank.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, at the back of his warehouse.
Yeah. So
that's when you guys like made the relationship.
Right before that, he like hit me up. He was actually on your guys' podcast, and you guys brought me up. Mm-hmm. Something happened about, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm trying to like."
Oh yeah, he said trying to.
Oh, you might have hit it with a 99-cent super chat. We might have mentioned
something like that, and then we just got into contact, and he asked me to come out to that box jam / video premiere, and I just went, and then just clicked, and then after that we went on that Mexico trip, which was crazy.
I'll say this about Erod, like I hear sometimes he gets like a bad rap from people. Mm-hmm. I've experienced nothing but good things with him, and he like
he's got so much love and support for the sport.
To your experience, like that's my experience with him. He's always like, yeah, let's do something.
Oh yeah,
let's
he's
do
a man.
Cool.
He's like the fucking man. Mm-hmm. He's on top of everything.
Big shout out, Erod.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to the bathroom for a second. Sorry.
I think someone's in there. Okay, yeah. Is for the new Blading Gang video, are you guys having sections or is it just like a team thing?
I'm not involved with any of that stuff. Like, I'm just skating. I don't know if it's going to be like a montage video or not. I know that I have like several clips that could make up a mini section. Mm-hmm. But
you have no idea what's happening?
Yeah, I have no idea. I just know that I want to see it because I haven't.
There's some fire stuff in there?
Yeah, I'm just excited. There's definitely fire stuff in there, but I did a couple tricks on a couple spots that are like out of my level, like above me, and I'm like super excited to see them like just in real time.
Sick.
Yeah.
Because what was the last like video part that you had?
One of those pink ones.
Pink, right? Yeah.
The Dream in Pink.
Dream in Pink.
Yeah.
You had 2 pink sections, right?
Yeah. The first one was free, and then we tried to sell the second one as a VOD.
You tried? What do you mean you tried?
Well, I mean, it was successful enough. I didn't really know what to expect. Definitely anything is better than nothing because it's going to go online for free anyways. And the people that supported, that's awesome. And I thank you, which, because I was broke. It needs like anything, so we did the first one for free and the second one we're like, well, we might as well just try a VOD. And then I feel like it kind of didn't get all the traction it could have because most of the people that were going to buy it were at Winter Clash, and we released it the day Winter Clash happened.
So how do you think that affected it though?
I think like instead of people being at their house like a week before and it being released just bored, anticipating Winter Clash, they would have like bought it more.
Yeah.
Instead of like being at Winter Clash and being too preoccupied with their weekend there.
Right.
To like purchase.
So bad timing, you think?
Yeah, maybe a little bad time, but it still did well. Like I definitely like would like to do another one.
Mm-hmm. So it's good to do the VODs rather than like the
I'm
free
telling
thing?
you, man, you gotta do one. Billy just did one, and dude,
I know.
Tell him.
I did one. Yeah, it was my first one.
Yeah, but he's got to tell him he's got to do it.
You should do one. Yeah, like I remember.
I gotta see how the final product looks of my section before I decide if it's worthy of people paying for it or not.
It's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But that's how I am too. It's weird to charge.
Yeah.
It is weird.
It's not weird to charge. What's weird is what we're used to. Everything being free.
Yeah, I see.
Because all that thing, like, that's kind of what I was saying when I try to, like, encourage people to pay for, we have a Patreon. Like, we do all this. There's equipment around. It's all free. You can watch this stuff. And our Patreon's $1.
Yeah.
That's
Bump
not...
that up.
That's not asking much. And I think the same for VOD. All those clips that those guys went to go get, they drove the car. It cost gas money.
That's what I'm understanding.
They had water. They spent more than $5 in a single day skating for that part. So, you know what? If you want to reinvest in skating, if you want to encourage those people to film more parts, because they're not always going to be there. Like, if you like your skater, give them $5.
There's a way to support.
Because you know what? They'll make another part.
Yeah.
And you keep them around. So, do
That's
that. I'm big on the VOD. I'm big on people taking the onus into their own hands and, like, creating something of themselves.
It's good
YouTube
to have
channels,
incentive.
like my man, he's a future influencer right here. My man is a future influencer right here.
Yeah, that's true. But a lot of stuff does go into those VODs. A lot of stuff goes in like traveling and stuff.
It's true.
A lot of expenses do go into it, regardless of what you do with it.
It's not free.
I guess it's not weird to like sell it, but it's
I don't
just
think it's
like,
weird.
Nah, I guess it's not weird.
Yeah, let's not call it weird and make people think it's weird.
No,
I think the price depends on how weird it is.
It's not weird to buy
charge like
them.
10,
It's
15
weird
bucks
to
if
like
it's
make one
5
on
is
your
a
own.
perfect number.
And the people that would pay 5 would pay 7.
Yeah.
Like.
This is what I think is gonna. And I was talking to this with Erod. I did like 5 on my last one, and he said a lot of people paid like $6.66 just because. I was like, oh, that's a cool number because like it's fun and you get like an extra $1.66. Like, and it's also not 8. Yeah. It's like it's still,
666 is fun.
It's a fun number, and you get a little more boost. Like so.
Yeah.
I recommend that for future VOD.
Just to have like incentive in general like is nice. I guess if you go out thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go out film for a VOD, like knowing that you might get like money from it, it
motivates
helps.
you a little
It
bit.
helps motivate. Yeah.
And if you know people are gonna
like
support,
that.
if you know people are gonna support and you'd be surprised. Like for me, like I've never put out a VOD before the one I put out, but I think it's like there are a lot of bladers that are willing to, and I found this in our podcast. Like people are willing to like support blading because they just want to support blading. Like
that's only a couple
one
bucks.
One of our biggest supporters
only a
right
couple
here.
Bucks. Yeah, for real.
This is one of our and those little things like Chad showing up at our lives all the time and put up the 99 cents. That's encouraging. So like that translates in all areas. Like if you want to
gets the ball rolling.
It does. So we got to do that. We got to really help each other out in this skating thing.
No, I agree.
The company's got to pay their riders.
No, it's good. I like the rant.
If companies would just pay their riders, they'd probably get better content.
Yeah.
And more.
That too.
Companies can do it.
They could definitely do it, man. There's enough money out there. I mean, everyone's like crying for whatever, but there's like companies out there making a lot of money.
For sure.
Like paying their riders peanuts.
Yeah, companies exist,
Yeah.
They've been around forever. They're making money.
There's just no.
It's just a model they're used to.
And that's a thing, like with the kids. Like, what is a kid gonna want to get into skating if he's
sure.
For what? Like, he's not gonna get any money out of it, or like.
I've been saying this for a while. Like the morale of the game has been low because when kids do get excited, they look up to their heroes and they see that there hasn't really been a place provided.
Washed out.
When we heard personally, I don't mean to put him on blast, but when we heard about. When DL was not a part of Shadow and these things anymore, we heard he was like working regular jobs. That killed us.
Yeah, he was doing like flooring jobs.
He did flooring. That crushed the morale
Someone
of
who could be
skating.
a superstar like
he
that.
was one of our guys.
Yeah.
And we're just like, he's not. We're not. We didn't figure out a way to take care of him.
Yeah.
Well, John was saying.
WTF?
Julio was saying if he didn't do the then thing, he was gonna have to work at the post office.
I know. Imagine John Julio working at a post office
Dude, a lot
instead
of
of doing
people
what he's
would
doing
kill
now.
for that job.
Yeah.
By the way, so
I'm actually surprised that he was he got accepted to that job and he has been.
You know what? I passed my postal exam.
Did you?
Yeah. A little bit of cheating involved.
Was that cheating?
Yeah, I did do it though.
Did you do
I passed it, bro.
Weren't you working for the
I worked
postal
at the
service?
I worked at the post
I
office.
kind of
for
remember that.
like a year or two. Yeah, that was like in between the breaks.
John Julio could have been your colleague.
I don't know about that.
Jeez.
Yeah. But what else? What's going on?
Well, quickly, I just want to say we got to shout out our sponsor.
Oh, let's do it.
Shout out Blank by Rollerblade. And also check out my man. He's a ripper. Blank by
Check him out. He's out here.
But shout out Blank by Rollerblade. And also, please follow us on all of our social media platforms. You know my thing. I don't want to say it anymore.
Hit that like button.
Hit that like button.
It's
I see
easy.
People in the chat are saying hit that like button
There's
too.
so
I like
much,
that.
You know what? I'm about to hit that
back.
like button too.
Oh,
we got
we're
4
gonna
likes. We got 4 likes. Over 100 people watching. 4 likes.
move
Guys,
these on this side because it's like it looks like it's just a Coors Light commercial.
See, I told you.
Coors Light, if you want to pay us.
You pay me. I got a lot of dental work coming up next week. I could use the.
Yeah, Chad's about to be at the game for a little bit.
Okay, my boy's got a few root canals coming in. Send them super chats.
Yeah, we need those, dog.
Those super
Tuesday is
chats,
going to
man.
be a big day for me.
He's
Hey,
like,
listen
"Oh,
to all
you
my
forever."
European
I don't know
riders
if
because I
you
know
guys ever been in tooth pain, but it's not good. I'm not feeling it now, but man,
No, it's hell
Tuesday
on
is
earth.
going to suck.
Oof.
And I'll say this to my European people watching now because we're
Or
actually
anywhere else around the world, pretty
but we're
much.
filming. We're actually shooting at the time where our European viewers can watch us live.
Yeah.
You know, you guys got free health insurance. All right.
Not here.
I do not have any insurance.
Over here, we don't got any of these things. They
Nothing.
kill us. We go broke trying to take care of our things. So, super chat, help out my boy.
Super
Hey, we're not
Chad.
asking for a handout, but
But
we're
we are.
asking for a handout.
We're totally asking for it.
No.
So we're gonna open up for questions in a second. Should we get started with the super chatters?
Yes.
You guys want to talk about anything else? Did we miss anything? Did we not go over anything? This is
Well, what do
my
you-
one time
well,
on you. I
You trying to take advantage
What
of
do
it.
you think? What have we missed?
I don't know. I feel like I've kind of blacked out for the last hour or however long it's been. I don't think
Is
we
it,
missed
is it
anything.
because you're hungover from last night?
No, I don't drink.
Okay.
Mm-mm. No.
No,
No, but is there anything else before we get into chats? I don't know if there's like anything you guys are. Not that I have anything in mind.
I don't think you have any dirt or anything.
Let's examine it. Like, okay, so we went through the beginning origins, which we always like to start there. Went through the NIM days.
I kind of want a little bit talk about like this weekend with you because this is an event that you've been part of for a while too, right? And it's
Okay.
your home state and stuff like that. Obviously, you've been known to kill this spot and the skate park and everything like that. So, what are your feelings for this weekend? Like, how is everything going? This is for us, it's a beautiful place to be. You know,
Yeah, I can
coming
only
from, like,
imagine coming from like the snow, but yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's a regular day out here in Arizona. Just
It's a
like
regular
sunny
day.
and warm and whatever. I'm excited. I mean, I showed up super late last night, but this event, if you haven't been to this event, definitely like mark your calendar for it next year because it's like an awesome skate park, good time.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to leave tonight after
Yeah,
skating
you're a
the
quick
park.
trip in and out.
I gotta
That's
feed.
sad.
I gotta feed the dogs. Gotta do what you gotta do. But yeah. But it's awesome, man. I definitely recommend anybody who hasn't been here try making the trip to come out here because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and it's crazy how much it grew because I used to come here years ago before it was like the same time as like Winter Clash, whatever. But now I'm able to come because there
It's
wasn't a Winter
catching
Clash,
on.
but it is. What I'm saying there's like a lot of big names have been coming out. Like this trip particularly, we have you guys were here, Walt Austin, E. McLeod was here skating. So there's like a lot of names that come, and that's just a small part of it considering people didn't show up for COVID and stuff like that. You know, still in the middle of the pandemic, but
It's one of the few parks that can facilitate so many people.
yes.
Because
Yeah.
even like we've
So
learned
much
with
space.
we've learned with Sunday brunch that like even when you like have too many people, like you can't really enjoy the park.
No.
Yeah.
This park can
Big
have
enough.
like you can have like 100 people
Mhm.
and you can still enjoy it.
And it's open till 11:30 at night, so you can skate all night
Yeah.
too.
It's like two parks: a bowl park and the street park.
Yeah, it's got some for
it's
everybody.
parks, yeah.
I know, really, really, really great.
And the big old drop rail and the
It's
big
got
old
it's got a street
crappy
park.
rail that Derek hit. in the middle
The
for no
crappy
reason.
rail.
With that super high at the end and scary.
You get down with that too, though, Chad, huh?
I skated last year. I'm just telling you, my heels are bruised.
Oh,
I'm
you
probably
can't take
not
those
gonna jump
drops.
on the rail.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we should film a little thing out there.
Let's
That'd be fun.
film some like
yeah,
three
we should,
pieces
you know,
for
we
the
should film
Patreon
a
and stuff.
three-piece
Yeah,
for our Patreon. We should
That'd be
film
cool.
some
we get one of
three-piece.
you, get one of Walt, get one of Ian, maybe.
Yeah.
For all the
Maybe
Patreon
we could
viewers.
film an Inside Out. That would be fun with Chad.
Yeah. And we should do one
We'll
with
talk
Walt too,
about
actually.
it. We'll talk about it. That'd be cool.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, we need to get
Um,
some
so-
shit busy today.
I feel like we should probably. I don't know how long. When did we start this?
We're at an hour 26.
Okay, so we should probably open up for super chat.
Yeah,
questions at
let's
this
do it
point.
real quick. We have some super chatters.
chat and other questions.
By the way, there's a lot of 99-cent super chatters.
Nice.
Because you're on the show
That's
today.
awesome.
Yo,
We have one from Butter TV.
you should make a
Yes.
shirt. 99¢.
Yeah,
Just
for real.
99¢ on the shirt. Chad Hornish Pro shirt.
Chad for 99 cents.
We'll put it up on the Jump Street
It's
store.
actually like $1.07 after tax.
After tax. I always wonder how that works because some people put $1, some people put 99 cents.
Yeah.
Smith Ho Chin, thank you for the super chat. Ryan B said Billabong.
Okay. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Ryan B also said another one. Ben Wise in the rafters.
Ryan B, if you guys don't know, he's like my good friend. He films and edits like all the stuff that anyone sees of me, pretty much. Besides like the stuff Eric does, but 99% of the stuff people see is by Ryan B, and he's like the man.
Buchanan?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Can't tell that by the thing.
Spooky Blader, Ryan Buchanan.
Spooky Blader, yeah. Shout out to Ryan Buchanan
Shout
for
out
filming all the
Ryan.
Chad stuff lately.
Thanks.
This is a name that I have no idea with all these signs. Step in Quebec Exports. Shout out, thank you for the super chat. It says cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
Ricardo Lino, super chat. Thank you, Ricardo.
Ricardo, thanks, man.
Sean Michelson said Chad is too cool for school. Someone give this man a pro boot sponsor and a steady paycheck already.
Straight
Cheers,
up.
Chad.
Damn, that's awesome. Well, maybe someday.
Hopefully someday.
And we don't bias any companies on here, but Rossi's,
Dude, that was whack.
you kind of blew it. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
You were a good fit on that team.
We
liked it.
support you guys, but
Yeah.
Yeah, it
you
sucks.
Another door will open up,
your
though.
finger's not on the pulse. I'm
Another-
just gonna say that.
Another door will open up, though. It'll be
Okay.
all right.
Yeah.
It happened. It's
Hey.
all good.
Finger's not on the pulse, guys. Get it together.
Come on,
Step it up.
let's go.
Thank you, John Smith, for the super chat.
Thank you.
Nikolai Berg, thank you so much for the super chat. Fred Castro. Sean Pellegrino, thank you so much. Another one from Fred Castro who says, Chad is a badass. Thanks for bringing the truth in this episode. Let's go.
Nice.
I like that energy right there.
Yeah, me too, man.
And the final super chat so far from That Mountain says, keep killing it, Chad.
I will try. Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate your support. Big time.
Well, we got some questions.
You have anything lined up?
Yes. John Sullivan just put one up. He said, first year the topsail stall on the rafter. Second year was the launch to backside on the rafter. Always welcome back to Dallas and got that heat when you touched down.
Yo, that fall you did was crazy. The rafters, that just showed up on like the Instagram or something like that recently.
You know, I've been saying this, like, you've taken hard falls, obviously.
Yeah.
The average person in their life, like, you just look at people walking in the grocery store, they have never just fallen to the
I know,
ground.
it's crazy to
They've
think
never
that.
fallen down to the ground. Like, that fall right there, someone said in a comment, I forget who it was, like, that would kill, like, a normal person. But
Yeah, it
really,
would.
like, you got to know how to fall. But, yeah, what John's
That was
saying.
like a 10-foot fall to like straight on your
Have
side.
you been to that skate park?
No, I haven't.
Oh, dude, that was, like, maybe, like, my most epic moment in my life. Not that
The
fall,
fall?
but the
Oh,
next year.
Okay.
But both. I did land it after that fall, but then the next year I grinded the roof, that same roof. Did
Yeah,
you see
I
that?
remember that. Mhm.
But that was like top of the top, best. That's the feeling I'm talking about earlier, like death defying, and you come away from it, and it's just like pure ecstasy. You
I
know
feel
what
like
I mean?
you pull that a lot when you skate.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Bring a lot of
I'm
that
trying
energy.
to just chase that feeling. You know,
Mhm.
just want to feel like. It sucks when you feel that feeling
Just
and
wanna
you're
feel
not
alive, bro.
satisfied. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
not satisfied by other small
course.
stuff when you know you've done stuff that's just like way more. You know,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to push myself a little bit just for myself.
Mhm.
But
Chasing
yeah,
the dragon a bit.
cheers,
Yeah.
Sully.
We actually have a couple other super chats.
Yeah, it just came in. Coming in hot.
That Mountain said, keep killing it, Chad. Sean Michelson said, yo, just had a genius idea. When you finally get a pro wheel from Conjure, you should make it look like Arizona tea and have it say 99 cents. That's a good idea.
That is a good idea.
That's maybe we'll talk about that. I
And,
like the idea though.
Jay O'Neill says, here's some help with the teeth.
I need all of it. Yeah, let's hear it.
Yeah.
So, you gave me a super chat for some
Yeah,
help?
super chat,
Oh my
yeah.
God, thank you
Throwing
so
some dough
much.
up.
And that's
seriously,
cousin.
thank
That's
you.
cousin Jay. That's my cousin.
that's your
Jay
cousin Jay
O'Neill.
right there,
Really?
Jay
Cousin
O'Neill.
Jay O'Neill. What's up, bro?
Thank you. Really appreciate it. If anyone knows what I'm going through, fuck, man. Thank you.
We're gonna go through a few more questions.
Yeah.
But,
Rapid fire.
Dope Tag says, question to Chad. Top 5 favorite music artists. That's a good question.
Dude.
It's a different one. I like that.
You gonna put me on the spot like that? I don't know. I don't have like favorites. I listen to like I'm gonna pull the typical. I listen to everything. Like I listen from like music like Led Zeppelin to Blondie to like The Baby to Lil Baby, like everything. Like
You go from the baby to little baby in one shot.
In one
And
shot.
Blondie.
That's the same mixtape.
Everything, dude. Foo Fighters. Like
Yeah.
like 90s.
Wow, Foo Fighters.
90s alternative
That's
stuff.
a band you don't hear when people ever bring up their top 5 bands.
Foo Fighters.
Like, I'm not
Even though
saying
they're one of the biggest
know.
bands ever.
I'm not saying they're bad, but I'm just saying you never hear them in the top 5.
Honestly, I've been to like the last 9 shows the Foo Fighters did in Arizona.
Really?
Their drummer
shit.
is dope.
Yeah,
Taylor Hawkins,
Yeah.
fucking
Taylor
amazing.
rips.
Yeah, but Dave is a better
he
drummer
rips
than
the
him.
singles.
Yeah, Dave. I actually saw Foo Fighters live, and Chad
It's questionable.
Smith showed up, and they did like a duel on the show.
They do
On
that at all
live.
their shows. That him and Taylor go at it. It's dope.
With
Sometimes
Chad
on the
Smith?
same. Oh no.
Chad Smith just randomly showed up and
Oh, wow.
just popped in and did like a drum thing with Taylor Hawkins. It's fucking sick.
Yeah. So I mean,
Damn, Chad Smith, Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell.
Will
Ferrell
Ferrell
too.
behind the kit.
Yeah,
Let's go, dude. That's dope.
but yeah, bands. I don't know, man. It's all I just listen to whatever. I don't even pay attention.
Well,
that much.
I don't think that was a top 5, but I think there were at least 5 bands.
Yeah, you know,
So
all
you-
over
you
the
can get-
spectrum, just like everyone else. I know you guys all don't listen to the same stuff. You mix it up, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one's like die hard.
Anybody
certain
really
genre.
have a top 5? My top 5 is
Slayer, and Slayer.
Dylon,
No, we all listen to all
Dylon.
kinds of exactly. You know,
no. I like it all, man. I mean, I'm all over with
to
it.
baby to the little baby, Blondie, Foo Fighters. You heard it here.
There you
Fucking
go.
A.
We have another super chat from Topher Klimek,
Here we go.
and he said Lino's question because Lino asked this earlier, and it faded away into the chat.
I
And he said,
understand.
how did you get so good at transition and negatives?
The transition thing. Thanks for the super chat, by the way.
Gotta take care of these teeth.
Yeah, man, for
Let's
real.
go. It's America.
But like I don't know if you were here at the beginning of the podcast. I'm a park rat still. I grew up with skating parks, so it's just like natural for me.
Yeah.
Like I would rather drop into like the mega ramp quarter pipe than like jump on a handrail. You know what I mean? Like, so that's just like something repetitive being a kid, just learning how to do the ramps, which I think skating ramps is like a huge like you need to learn
That's
how
how
to
you
skate
skate.
ramps.
Like that's skating.
Yeah, I mean
It shows
that's-
control a lot.
yeah, I
skating
mean,
ramps.
and you really learn how to fall when you're like skating on ramps and like save yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So that whole thing was just like being a kid skating parks my whole life. What was the second part? Negatives.
Negatives.
Yeah, negatives.
Negatives. I think I don't know how I just Farmer, you know, seeing Farmer do them as a kid or whatever, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna start doing them. Just ended up getting decently good at them and kind of like could realize that they're really hard for other
Yeah.
people to do. Like they can't comprehend it, which I just understand and I just feel comfortable on the inside of my foot like that. But that's just something that happened just again naturally. Like it's just another trick. I'm just fortunate I know how to do them because it's like so foreign to other people. And I don't do that many of them, like, but I do at the same time. Like I would like to like negative Machio or negative stuff as much as I can, just because it's, you know, hard. Some people, it's hard for some people, but it's like easy for me, and like I'm all about doing easy tricks.
I can respect that.
That's what I mean.
The negatives are always like a crowd pleaser. Every
crowd
time you do them at a
pleaser.
contest,
The
I think you do
negatives
many
are like my
contests, you do
flip.
them, yeah.
It's like my
That's
flip.
That's your flip, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
There
your
you go.
flip.
That's my flip.
That's your
bread and
Misty
butter.
900.
Exactly.
We all got those, you know. That's what
You
it
got
is.
your
It
true
makes
topsoil.
yeah, exactly. You know, that's what makes you what you are.
Billy jumps over rails to the
To fucking
To
beast
the-
ass down ledges.
Yeah.
dude.
I used to do things.
I got a clip on that ledge coming out.
Staples
that's
Center?
gonna
Ooh.
be pretty close to yours.
Ooh.
Not quite.
Jumped over 2
I'm
rails
just
to the
saying.
ledge.
I'm just saying. If you want to see a clip that might be worthy of a.
Yo, my man said he got a clip at the Staples
How
Center.
dare you skate that spot after Billy?
Anytime, bro, anytime.
doing
I
that.
honestly still, I always go to the. There's so much shit to do there. They have.
Yeah.
That's like such a. So I think any trick that gets done at the Staples Center is like, I am pumped. Is this VOD?
It's the Blader Gang deal.
Can we
so
pre-order it?
Whatever he decides to do is on him. But
Can you put it out right now so I can buy it? Because I need to. I need to see what's happening at the.
We
I
need
just want to see
support.
that one trick.
yeah,
right
we
there.
can call E and see what he says.
Can we
You
talk
guys-
about
you
it?
guys sneak peek
Can
on
we
the big
talk about
screen.
this trick after the podcast so
yeah.
I can find that?
We'll
Okay.
talk.
Okay, we'll talk about it
My
like that.
curiosity is piqued.
Jaden Mumford asks, "What trick do you hate doing the most?"
Any true spin topside trick.
Yeah, I can't really picture you doing
I
many of them.
I suck at them. I don't know what it is. I just suck at them so badly. Like I can't. Like
None of them?
Yeah, like even I'm not even that good at back savannas, and that's like pretty close to a true top form.
Yeah.
Like I could topsoil to true top corn or like topsoil to true top acid, but I just can't jump onto the true spin topside tricks. I don't know what. I don't know what it is. It's like a mental thing. But I could true spin negative stuff, but yeah. True
That's
spin
interesting.
topsides.
Yeah.
Totally.
Now we know what to get you on a
We
skate.
know his weakness if we play skate.
Yeah, exactly.
But when
People
I
say
play
stuff
skate,
like
I
that.
play with no grinds.
You only play skate with no grinds?
Yeah.
So
Only.
he sets the precedent early.
What if we played skate today on the down rail with no grinds?
That's fine.
Can we get 5 tricks on there?
Yeah, I brought my shin guards.
He's ready.
Right, shin guards?
Mhm.
Just do a lot of jumping.
Double shin, single shin,
Stair rise, jumping the stairs.
switch shin.
I want to see you do a shin grind.
No.
I think we'll do just a few more questions.
Yeah, 1 or 2 more.
and then we'll let you go.
Sure.
We do have a new super chat again from Sean Michelson, and he said, "Did you ever used to skate the zone when you were younger? Went there once when I was visiting my dad. Slippiest floor ever.
See, he probably joined like just right after we talked about it. But
Yeah.
yes, I did skate there.
Is the zone the appliance shop?
The zone is the appliance shop.
Okay.
It's the one that everyone
Elements
has seen
one,
with
Dustin
DL,
Latimer,
the big launch box, and the big ramp. That was my first skate park, and I went there with rec skates, and the floor was so slippery. You're right that I had to get different wheels put into my rec skates just so I could even like roll around in the park.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that park I've definitely been to, and that's sick that you've been there too, dude. Thanks for the super
Yeah.
chat.
I would have loved to skate such an iconic park.
Shout out Sean Michelson. He's
Yeah.
always like
Yeah, Shawn Michaels is
he's
a
a
big
regular
supporter.
at our bar. You know,
Yeah, at our
Awesome.
bar.
he's local.
Should we do this one more from Dope Tag?
I think we should do. I want to do the one from Grunge and then Dope Tag. We should probably
Alright, so
do
do
that.
grunge.
Because I think this one is pretty interesting. From France. And we don't often have European viewers, so thank you. We do this.
It's
Yeah,
the
no,
morning
it's
It's
show.
early, so yeah. From France. Do you know a skater from France? Haha. You ever skated with a Frenchman?
Who's French? Tide? Chris?
Well, Ty Chris is French.
I mean, there's a
Matthias
lot of
Sillahan,
French
Julien Coudeau,
people.
Roman Abrat.
I've skated with-
Adrian N.
I've skated with a handful of those names, but Tide Chris is like when I think of like a French rollerblader, that's pretty much it. Just because.
But have you ever skated with a Frenchman?
Oh, I've never skated with a Frenchman, no, but I'm not opposed to skating with a Frenchman. I'm actually looking forward to that, like first experience.
You heard it, France. You heard it here first.
You heard it here first,
He's
friends.
open.
As soon as the borders open up, I'm coming to France.
He's not against it. Okay, I'll stop. Okay, we got one more question. Dope tag.
Well, yeah, we have another super chat too
Oh,
from
super.
Jose Fuentes, the homie Jose Fuentes. Says, love what you guys are doing. Keep doing it up. JSF.
Jose Fuentes,
Yes,
that was a former coworker of mine. I used
You
to work with him
Jose?
at Bernal,
I fucking love Jose.
Bernal Heights Collective.
I love
Whoa,
Jose.
what is that?
It's a
Dispensary?
dispensary that sponsored the 3 New York City Invitationals.
Dispensary.
Medical cannabis
Yes.
dispensary
Huh.
that sponsored 3 events of ours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we were able to. Have you been to any of our New York City Invitationals? Those.
No, like I said
Well,
earlier,
the first one
Bashi
was-
was the first
yeah.
time.
Ash was the
in New
first. That's
York,
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get going on this dope tag. He has 2 questions,
We also have
actually.
one more super chat, by the way.
Oh.
It's that mountain. He said, "No question, the U.S. healthcare is the worst than Rosie's." Get those
Oh,
teeth
my
out.
God.
Thank you. Thanks, guys. Appreciate
By the way,
you.
I do not. Nothing against Rosie's.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. You gotta sponsor the podcast, you guys.
We do have sponsorship options.
We do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout out Blank by Rollerblade.
totally.
There you go, right
Yeah.
there.
Right, guys.
Thank by Rollerblade. Check him out. So, Dope Tag asks 2 questions, actually. Says, first one is, Chad, what's the hardest trick you've ever laced? And also, what should we expect from you in 2021? Any new sections or projects?
Okay, let's just say the first question is you gotta get that new Blader Gang video because the trick we're talking about, there's a couple tricks in there that are above me.
Damn.
So, and as far as like the future, I still feel like the best is yet to come. For sure.
Let's go. And Blader Gang is dope as all hell.
Yeah, that video's going to be
Shout
sick.
out Erod, man.
I can't wait to see that now. You're hyping it up a lot.
He's out there on a jet
Can't wait
ski
to
in
see that.
Miami doing his thing, and he's still filming some blading, bro. He's good.
Get him.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sick.
Get him. So, Chad, any last words you want to say? Anything you want to mention? Now that you're a little prepared more than the BPSO to take the floor.
Just do what you love.
I like skating.
No. I mean, just thank you guys for having me on here, and thank you everybody for your support with the super chats and social media support and DMs, and just means a lot. I mean, it doesn't mean anything in the long run, but it feels nice. So
don't be such a cynic.
You know what I mean? I don't like to be corny with it. Like,
yeah,
I don't like, if I didn't skate, I wouldn't have an Instagram. Let's say that. But yeah, just thank you guys. Thank everyone. Even Rosies. I'll thank Rosies for putting me on a little bit, even though I nudged my way in there. No, just thanks everyone for the support. And like I said, the best is yet to come.
Keep an eye out for 2021.
And do what you love.
And do what you love.
Do it.
You can do anything if you believe.
Just keep skating.
Well,
yo, Chad,
you the man. Thank you so much.
This isn't the last time we're gonna have you on. And,
awesome.
And thanks for coming on and
no problem.
Sharing some of these stories with us.
Yeah, it was awesome. Great time.
It's been awesome. Can't wait to skate later today. Let's go skating a little bit. And thank you everybody for watching. We have more episodes coming in a few days. So if you're watching live, stay tuned for those. Thank you again. Blank by Rollerblade. Check him out, everybody. Link in the description to give him a follow on Instagram.
Follow my man on his YouTube too.
Yep, coming soon to a YouTube near you.
YouTube.com/Chad Hornish YouTube page.
Yep.
/follow /subscribe.
/like. Yep.
All right, everybody. Peace.